Hey everyone! Today we're learning how to understand a whole reading passage, super important for getting through TOEFL quickly and confidently. First, all TOEFL passages fall into three basic types: exposition, argumentation, and historical. And guess what? You can often tell the type just from the title. If the passage is called The Origin of Lunar Craters, it's likely argumentative. People are debating a theory. But if it's Cities in Alexander's Empire, you're probably looking at a historical one. So always check the title before you dive in, it gives you a big head start. Next, how do you figure out the main idea quickly? Easy. Just skim the first and last sentences of each paragraph. That alone gives you the gist in most cases. Let's say the first sentence says, just because something is organic doesn't mean it's eco-friendly, and the last sentence says, do your research before assuming it is. Boom. The main idea? It's challenging the assumption that organic always means eco-friendly. But hey, not all paragraphs are that straightforward. If the first and last sentence don't match, scan the middle for transitions like however or in fact. Those often signal a twist or deeper point. Once you get the main idea, zoom out and ask, how is the whole passage organized? There are 4 common structures: classification, when they sort things into types; comparison and contrast, like differences between fine art and applied art; cause and effect, you'll see reasons and results; problem and solution, there's a question or issue, and different answers or theories. If you can spot the structure, everything else falls into place, and it'll help big time with those summary questions at the end. Alright, quick recap before we wrap up. When you see a passage, take a second to check the title. It can actually tell you a lot about what kind of reading it is. Then, as you read, skim the first and last sentence of each paragraph. That's usually where the main idea hides. And finally, try to figure out how the passage is organized. Is it comparing things, explaining causes and effects, breaking topics into categories? Once you spot that structure, the whole thing becomes much easier to follow. Ready to put it into practice? Try LingoLeap now with a free trial. We've got over 4,000 real TOEFL questions, full mock tests, and AI feedback that checks your answers sentence by sentence. Just click the link and start practicing smarter.